everyone. Welcome back to Animaybe. I'm one of your hosts, DJ.
I'm one of your hosts, Eric.
And we are back again
Back at it again with our white vans. We're going to make another anime today.
Damn, Eric.
How you so fly? I shop at DSW. This episode is not sponsored by DSW. Do you have some tasty genres for us today?
I do. Let's see what I got.
Because we don't have any... You're going to drop that head.
That head is going to fall, yes.
We don't have any homework to talk about at the beginning this time.
Ooh.
Hey, before you read it out loud, if it's one that we've gotten before, I'm not mad if you put it back.
All right, well, here, let me redraw one of these.
Here we go. DJ's drawing us topics.
Son of a bitch!
Is it another one we got before?
No, it's not, but it's fucking Ray made this one, and it's... Okay, so the first one I drew was Adventure, which is fine.
Okay. That's
the one that I drew that I just put back was Steampunk.
Okay.
Which
the episode before this was Steampunk.
Yeah, so. The one that we literally recorded or finished recording 5 minutes ago.
Well, I mean, I was just gonna say
pull back the curtain a little bit.
We are releasing these in the order we record them.
Yes.
Unless one is unsalvageable.
The one that I just drew in replacement of that.
Now you can read it.
I can read this.
Okay.
Ray wrote this one. Happy Cyberpunk.
That is... Ooh. I'm on board, but... Oh.
I bet Ray wishes he was here for this one.
You know...
We should have only lost maybe a couple seconds there. But yeah, we had a little problem with Audacity because it's a piece of shit program. But anyways.
A lovely free program that we did not pay for.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's free, right?
It's absolutely free. We didn't pay shit for this. I'm just going to text Ray saying, thanks, Ray.
All right, well, while you're doing that, I'm going to keep shuffling these, and I'm going to pull just a couple cards out. Okay. I think I pulled 4.
Happy Cyberpunk. Is Cyberpunk inherently sad?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. This one, throwing it back because we can't use it. It is antithetical to what?
Is it steampunk?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But it's also steampunk. Okay. Are you ready for this? This all-star cast of tropes and twists.
Okay.
One of these, I'm not sure if I should read now or read later. Well, you're using both of those genres of what we're doing?
I think that's kind of fun. It's kind of like a cyberpunk Konosuba.
I kind of like the idea of that, and that'll play in very nicely to these 3 cards. All right, in this order, everyone is a huge pervert.
Okay.
It says everyone in quotes. I don't know.
Okay.
That might not mean literally everyone. Absurd things are treated as normal.
All right. We had that one before, but okay.
I wasn't sure if we had that specific one. It looks like you wrote that one. And this third one.
That was.
Do you want me to read this now, or do you want me to read this later?
Read it now.
Antagonist is now the protagonist.
Oh.
This is a good, strong card that I was wondering when we'd get a good one like that.
That's a good card. So, is that one of those trap cards that you're talking about before?
No, I mean, kind of, but no. I'm never sure if that card isn't meant to be read right away, if you're supposed to let us get somewhere before you're like, aha, my trap card.
Fuck. Something like that I think would have been better to hold off on. Damn, but okay.
Well, for future ventures.
Yeah. All right. Well, okay, so
do you want me, should I do a brief primer on Cyberpunk as to why Happy Cyberpunk had to be a card?
Yeah, do that.
Okay, so Cyberpunk is sort of always in almost like a post-society where humanity's almost sort of over itself. Mm-hmm. So if you see the movie Blade Runner...
I've seen Blade Runner.
Well, Blade Runner is very close to the standard of Cyberpunk. Mm-hmm. Of there's robots, everything's a little wet for some reason, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I would say it's just always raining.
It's always just rain.
Yeah.
It's always just past business hours of regular businesses. So Cyberpunk is usually a pretty dire situation of humanity is sort of sunk into decadence of itself, and humanity is almost in quotes now. Because people are like, I'm human, but I'm also a toaster.
I got implants.
Yeah, we got happy Cyberpunk, which means people have to either be like, the world has to be like, this is happening 6 hours earlier in the day than every other Cyberpunk story, or
yeah, instead of that, like 10 o'clock at night, it's happening at like 3 in the afternoon, maybe like noon.
Or a more utopian view of it, I guess. Like things didn't go so bad for individual thought.
Also, we got the adventure card, so like that's why I said like it's like Cyberpunk Konosuba, which like you said, I'm kind of down for because like those cards that you got really do play into it.
All right, now everyone is a huge pervert card. We really don't even need to talk about.
Well, no, because that's gonna just basically be like how we're gonna have one character that's gonna be that character, and that everyone reacts to.
But everyone thinks it's normal because absurd things are treated as normal.
Well, no, I mean like
also
the character trips, and then something happens on screen, and then everyone's like, "Duh!"
All right. I mean, interestingly enough, Cyberpunk tends to lean towards everyone being a huge pervert being not a big deal because people are like almost transhumanist in terms of physical form, that like it's just meat. It's not even a person anymore.
Okay, Professor.
Look, I can teach a class on a lot of this shit.
Hey, okay, Professor. I don't fucking care. We're making an anime here, not writing a thesis.
What if this is a Cyberpunk anime about writing a thesis?
No.
Maybe I should put a Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei card in there somewhere.
Ooh. No, well, what would that even mean? So what? Just like it's very introspective?
Just a story about a depressed protagonist. I guess you could just call that Cyberpunk.
Should we make like a fun adventure stuff? But like they all have like it's Happy Deus Ex Machina or Happy Deus.
Now
no,
again,
Deus Ex Machina.
I need to remind you that partway through this conversation, or right now, and we turn our brains 90 degrees, the antagonist is the character that we're following. Yeah. So now we have to either make the distinction of we're going to introduce both characters, then when you think you're going to follow the protagonist, you're not.
Here we start off with our really like charming, like really funny main characters. How adventure-y are we making this? Are they like doing raids or what?
Can I propose an alternative?
Unlike Cyber Dungeons?
I want to propose an immediate alternative to what you're about to say.
Okay.
What if instead of the entire world being happy Cyberpunk, the fact that we're following the villain is what makes it happy? Because the villain in these stories gets to have the fun because they're the villain. Like, I'm gonna bring up Tokyo Godfathers for a second.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't seen it? Are you familiar with the singing in the rain moment from it at all?
No.
Are you familiar with the singing in the rain moment from Clockwork Orange?
Yes.
It's kind of like that, only with homeless people and a baseball bat.
Oh, okay. Okay, all right.
And it's just like, hey, did you know that just because the world is dark doesn't mean that the person you're looking at's having a dark time? Even though they're having a dark time?
I would say they're having a dark time, but they're living it up.
It's a Midnight Sun. Should be a good name for the show.
3 words, 3 words, 3 words.
Midnight Sun can be 2.
Oh, I thought you said, it's midnight, son.
No, like a Midnight Sun.
Oh.
Like a dry heat. A big shrimp.
You're just saying 3 words now.
Listen, we have to come up with a reason for someone to be on an adventure, and then we have to decide if the adventure is
are they going into like a fucking cyber dungeon because I'm a uncreative hack, or are they like how adventure-y are we making this?
I think cyber dungeons are fine.
What do you know? This is a host made by 2 hacks.
No. All I was gonna say is, I think cyber dungeons are fine, but with the added caveat of if we're following the antagonist, are we seeing them set the dungeon up?
Or is it like, hey, I see these assholes going to raid another dungeon. I was thinking about going to that place because I know the rumor has it there's some stuff that I need in there.
He's got to get some of those
cyber
converters. Star Wars.
Yeah, he's got to get some circuits.
Power converters for his moisture farm.
Exactly. He's going down to Tashi Station.
Okay, so here's what I think we should do. We should come up with our hero team or our adventure boy protagonist, and then immediately be like, but now we're going to focus on the actual character, which is the
Cyber Demon Lord.
Doom is a pretty good example of like a pseudo cyberpunk in space, actually. But like, if instead of Doom it was Rise as Hell. I don't know if you remember what that is.
I know I've heard of that, but I cannot recall it.
It's that. Do you remember Naughty Bear?
No.
Okay. You're the worst.
I'm the worst. You're the one that brought up something called Naughty Bear, you sicko.
It's not about what you think it is. It's about a teddy bear that's angry and killing other teddy bears on an island.
Well, why couldn't you just said that instead of just saying forget about it? So, we got our initial protagonist. Honestly, we could just make it the same fucking like stupid party layout. It's like you got your one here main boy with 3 female supporting cast.
So let's not go full Konosuba.
I know.
We've got main boy, we've got tank, we've got healer, we've got wizard.
Yeah.
Is that what we want?
Yeah. So maybe we have maybe we switch it up a little bit. Maybe we do like male mage, male tank.
Okay.
And the other two are
Now we're gonna have to. I have to again put the caveat of we have to retrofit these into Cyberpunk, so they become like hackers and snipers and saboteurs.
Yeah, because they're gonna go fight cyber monsters.
Well, they could just be fighting other
They're gonna
people.
fight a fucking like Apple II with a fucking like
chainsaw.
Yeah. God.
But not plugged into USB. So anyway, we got a boy. He's a wizard. He's a necromancer. He turns little drones.
No, man, that's just what it is. He's a plucky young necromancer. He's a tinkerer, maybe is his class, and then he gets some of his friends around, and they're like, "Hey, let's go get some fun like stuff from this cyber dungeon nearby." And then they like.
I like that you can't say it without laughing.
And then they as they're running out of town, we see.
They incur the wrath of the wizard.
No, we see all of a sudden the silhouette of a telescope. Then we zoom out behind that telescope, and then we'd see our bad guy.
Okay, now I want you to describe.
He's like, God, I hate these guys.
I want you to
I
describe
hate these fucking adventures.
I want you to describe for me what you think the bad guy should look like.
Oh boy.
Without being specific to like cyber enhancements or that sort of thing.
So just like what he looks like in general, no like mention of like implants or mods or whatever.
Hey, is it a guy or a girl?
It's got to be a guy.
Does it? Okay.
In my mind, I'm seeing a guy. He's got to be really morose.
In my mind, I was very specifically picturing what's her name from Power Rangers.
Rita Repulsa?
Sure. But a cyberpunk more compelling version of that type of character, where they're looking through a telescope, being like,
"Oh,
I'll get you, Captain Planet."
I kind of love that. Oh my god, that's really good.
And then we can have pervert robots sidekicks.
Cause she's just so darn clumsy.
Why is this your thing? Why is Donald Trump falling downstairs your fetish? Just orange clumsiness. You can't fucking help yourself.
She's just so darn clumsy. How else are we gonna get perverted antics involved?
I don't know. Maybe she just designed perverted robots.
That do what?
Maybe they have cyber human brains.
What do they do that's perverted?
I don't know. Maybe they have robot tentacles. It's really unclear.
Ew.
I mean, look, man. The card says it has to be there.
I know, but I'm just asking, how do we implement that?
Let me worry about that when we make the thumbnail. The robots could be super pervy to the protagonists that have to fight them. I don't care. I don't care at all. They probably don't care. It's cyberpunk. It's just meat. That statement's going to make you more uncomfortable as we keep going.
Yep, I would say this is the second time you've said it, and it really skeeved me out.
It's supposed to.
I know, and good. What mission accomplished? You can
Such is the nature of the beast. So do you want to go guy or girl for villain? Our villainous protagonist.
Let's do villainess.
Okay. So we got her in the background, always looking through a telescope, always coming up with some kooky schemes to get those rapscallion kids who are raiding all her cyber dungeons, stealing all her Quaaludes.
Steal all our power converters.
Yeah. It's like, God damn it. You know how long it takes just to get to Mos Eisley from here?
All right, so we have our villainess.
And she's going to be talking to robots like Dr. Eggman. Can't have real teammates. Has to have army of robot slaves.
It's Cyberpunk.
Right. I mean, they could have human brains. Like, they could be former humans.
Yeah.
But they're going to be mostly robots.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have robot
and like
bodies.
one of them's going to have like a tray like that you would carry drinks on as an arm.
I thought you just meant like on top of its head, like screwed to the top of its head with the
No,
drink tray.
The top of his head is the what are those things called? Blenders for making
What are those things called?
for making crushed ice drinks.
Oh, fuck! I'd kill for one of those robots.
Right? Suddenly the villain doesn't seem so unrelatable.
Fuck! I've already watched this show after just the premise.
Yeah, it's that thing about it's just meat. It really just draws
God,
DJ in.
stop saying it.
See, the thing is, it's like every time I say it, you get a little farther into the thought of what does that mean.
All right, going on.
So the hero team that we're rooting for our protagonist, the story's antagonist in universe. We're rooting for them to fight against. That is going to be a tanky boy, a necromancer or a hacker, if you will.
Yeah.
Because necromancer is not a real thing.
Yeah.
You've got
Borderlands.
probably like a sniper.
Okay. They got a fucking like monocle that like zooms in and out. A
telescoping eye, and when shown in silhouette, it's very lewd.
I have nothing to say. Go on.
I could construct in my head at least 2 scenes that we could make that really funny with. And then the fourth character is like an infiltrator type. Like they have like active camo, Ghost in the Shell stuff.
Okay.
Which, following Ghost in the Shell rules, they have to remove all their clothes to do it.
Everyone's a pervert. There we go.
Again, but no one cares. Because it's just meat.
Well, so upsetting.
You've seen the Ghost in the Shell movie.
I have. No one cares, I know.
Just wear a pod show, it'll be fine.
But the robot henchmen care.
The robot henchmen
Every
care.
time they say that, good.
Vomit
They
out.
did that stupid Konosuba face.
Vomit bolts out of their mouths like, ah! Ew, yucky.
Ew, look at all that meat.
I kind of like the world where they're all gay but I don't want to do that. So they're going to go into the cyber dungeons. And are we going to do this Monster of the Week format of like Dungeon of the Week? Or do we want to be like, they get through one dungeon and they're like, fine, I'll make a dungeon so strong that you'll never defeat it. Then I'll hide all the bodies.
I think it just it doesn't kind of matter. Like maybe like they're both kind of like looking for the same thing.
They're both trying to find the MacGuffin.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think by nature of what we did, we got to it real fast.
Well, what was it? We haven't really fleshed out anything though. So we gotta like go into a little.
The villain looks like Cyberpunk Elvira from Elvira's Castle.
Or what was her name? That horror. Never mind. Go on.
No, I'm really invested in what you're trying to remember. Actually,
what was that? That horror hostess that she was kind of like.
That's Elvira.
That was Elvira.
Yeah.
Okay.
Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that was her name, but I couldn't. I thought it was something else.
I was actually trying to remember a different character.
Oh.
Named Elvira. but I think I'm actually trying to remember the name of the character from a kids show. So it's
I think it's Elmira, because that's what I thought you were talking about at first. I was like, what?
The castle?
Yeah, the puppet. Yeah, the puppet with the castle.
That's the one with the gel and the dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's got to have a robot dragon.
That's her. What was it? Her scratch and grounder.
Yeah, her scratch and grounder, drink tray robot, and giant dragon. She's like, look, I had 2 specific job openings, and I needed 2 very specific robots. There's not a lot of skill overlap, but they've got the bases covered between them.
Okay. So we need some more like absurd
lithium
things.
crystals.
Huh?
More absurd things? Okay.
That get treated as normal.
Well, what if the robot designs are just like Sonic the Hedgehog levels of like, why would you think this would be a good combat robot? Like, hello, I'm a robot that's a crab that just walks back and forth, and I sometimes throw fireballs. Stuff like that, or like robots like, I don't know, robots that can fly, but the dungeon is underwater. Like, well, damn. We've done fucked up again. But, like...
She's just so darn clumsy.
The hero team has to, like, not bat an eye at these robots and be like... Or not bat an eye at the absurdity of the placement of these robots and be like, oh, God!
Yeah, every time, like even though they it's really easy to get around this problem, they treat it really seriously, like it's an actual threat, like they should.
Right. I mean, hey.
Well, normally they should, but
with that angsty cyberpunkness that you come to expect. After all, it's just meat.
What is the MacGuffin?
Some kind of crystal energy source.
I would say power source. It has
or
to
a
be
USB drive that a bird flew away with.
Oh my God. That's what happened. Like something got stolen from her like years and years ago.
Secret plans.
Back when she was still human, before she invented the fucking cyber mods. It's like the plans for the first like prosthetic enhancements.
Is she a 200-year-old myth dragon of cyborgs now?
Maybe. And
I'm not opposed to that.
She's completely replaced all of her human parts with robot parts, because after all, it's just meat. It's going to go bad sooner or later.
I mean, yeah. I see what you're saying.
And so they're questing for these original plans, and she's like, wait, those are my fucking plans.
That's my fucking hammer.
Exactly.
They want to find those original plans to make the best mods ever.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, this is like, this has the details of like how mods like actually precisely interact with the human tissue, and this is how you can actually like, because maybe most people can only get like a couple mods here or there, and she was like the first person to go full to go native, so to speak.
Right.
Okay, so we have our MacGuffin. We
have through the virtue of both characters finding out this thing is in a dungeon, they have to check the dungeons. So we've got team of spelunkers versus villain who's just dumping robots at it.
But she's just really bad at creating them.
Or she's just really bad at optimizing which robot for which thing. And it doesn't matter, because every time they just know it's in a dungeon, so neither of them end up finding it, because they always are at the wrong dungeon. They find all this other shit. They're just like, oh.
Yeah, just like Rita Repulsa. She just like has like some weird fucking the horse face guy that just looks... It's like, hey, what do you have for me this week? It's like, oh, I got this one that looks like a crab. Oh, send it down there. Now watch me make it grow.
Yeah! So he does Zardoz. By the way, I know that the one from Power Rangers is Zordon. Zardoz is a different movie.
Yeah, Zardoz is the Sean Connery movie where he has a beard and a diaper.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could call it a Sean Connery movie.
Well, he's in it.
Yeah, that doesn't make it a Sean Connery movie. Nicolas Cage is in Kick-Ass. That doesn't make it a Nicolas Cage movie.
I thought he was the main character in Zardoz, though.
I think you're missing the point of what I'm saying. Is that okay. I don't know if you would describe Zardoz as a movie that anyone would be like, that's my movie.
Well, I'll give you that.
That's like Logan's Run. Like, is anyone in this real proud of it? All of this is related because Zardoz and Logan's Run are both kind of cyberpunk.
And honestly, when you first said Zardoz, I thought you were trying to say Lord Zed.
They're futurist anyway. I mean, they're not cyberpunk. Like Logan's Run, kind of, because they start injecting people with crystals that make them blink when they're done cooking.
Yeah, done cooking, turned 30. Same dev.
Yeah.
God, mine's almost done. My bun's almost done.
That wine's ready to uncork.
I'm about to pop my top.
Oh shoot!
That I won't stop.
Damn, dude. We are way off track.
We are so fucking far gone.
No, it's again. I don't really think there's that much to say because I mean, like, we basically got the premise. All we need to know is how it ends.
All right, yeah. So last 2 episodes. That's because you have the build up, then the finale.
The boss of the final dungeon actually opens the flash drive and uses it on himself. So now the hero team and the villain
fucking download the schematics.
No, they hero pose and work together. She has to work with the heroes to do it.
I like that. I hate you guys, but I love you guys.
But when they finally defeat the evil robot, one of the heroes fucking breaks the flash drive. And thus, villains and heroes are set against each other.
Are back at odds once again.
Back at odds. And then they make the Konosuba not my problem face and walk out. She's like, "I'll get you for this, Captain Planet."
Like, yeah, smell you later.
Later, Dweebenheimer. And she's like, "Don't call me that, bitch. I have so many dumb robots to send it your way."
This is gonna be a really short episode, despite this being like a long recording. But I think we kind of got it.
We kind of got it. I mean, we could talk more about sex pervert robots if you want, but I don't think we need to talk about it. I can just make that.
I say yeah, that'll be represented in the thumbnail. I'm sure.
I don't know. We'll see. It's a lot of work to just draw the robots.
I'm just so happy we came up with like the Dr. Eggman parallel at the very beginning.
Well, I needed to find a way to relate it to you so you understand it. Do you want to draw the third hat?
All right, yeah.
All right, kids, here we go.
I'm not getting one word again. All right. Shuffle.
Number from the hat, number 3.
Let's see.
Hope it's not real long or real short.
Well, I accidentally pulled 2, but this one was the outside one, so I didn't see it first, so I'm not counting it, because also it was one word, and fuck doing that a second time in a row.
I don't know. I think it might be easier this time.
Well, actually, shit! The other one says video game-like. +1.
So it has a video game-like name. What'd you throw back all of a sudden?
Well, I had a +1, so I had to draw another card.
Yeah, I know.
7+ words. It's a video game-like name.
All right, well then, is dot hack sign one word?
Actually, it's 3.
I'm asking for comparison, not because I want to call this dot hack sign.
No, that's fucking 3.
Okay, so we got
A 7+ word.
7+ word, and we kind of want it to sound like a video game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we could include like a subtitle in that into the 7 words, I guess.
Well, you could always do like the saga of, or
we didn't name our girl.
That's fair. We should probably do that while we're doing this.
Yeah.
What's a good cyborg name? What's a good villain name?
Does it end in Chan?
I mean, I don't want it to.
Okay, fine. There's okay, asked and answered.
Ooh, what if it was like, is it, what's mom? Is it Okasan?
Yeah, it's Okasan or like haha.
Okay, well, I think Okasan sounds a little less infantile, but.
Well, I'm just saying.
You
can call like, yeah, it's okay.
I mean, like, if you would say Chan, I'm more into the idea of the robots calling her Okasan.
Okay, I like that. Like, maybe that's all that anyone knows her by, because that's the only name that people address her by, because she's been alive for so long, her real name's been lost to time.
So it's like Okasan, Cyborg Emperor.
Oh, God! This is getting really bad.
Okay. Follow me here.
Okay.
Okasan.
Okay.
Cyborg Emperor of the Nameless Labyrinths. 7 words, bam. That sounds like a bad JRPG.
That sounds so... I would never watch this show based on its title. If I saw that at Crunchyroll, I'd fucking say, skip!
Here's the part where I go, all right, kid, that's my suggestion. You go ahead. 7 words. Tales of Vesperia. No. Tales of Cyborgia. Here we go again on our own, trying to name a show we've never known. Like a hacker, I was born to live alone.
Like a hexer.
Yeah, that's the word I wanted to use. Fucking nailed it. I'm elite hacksaw.
Can we incorporate that into the title?
I don't know, can you?
Your lemon face.
I don't know, can you?
Oh, can I?
I already made a name that I'm happy with settling for.
No, fuck it. I agreed with you that like that the reason why she's called Mom.
I'm just saying, man. Like, you know,
Eric, I think you got it in one, man.
I think you just don't have anything.
I got nothing and nothing better. So you got it.
You're a butt fucking quitter.
All right. So, what would we say that? Okasan, Cyborg Emperor of the Nameless Labyrinths.
Have fun translating that into Japanese, bitch.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying for the thumbnail, you always put it in Japanese.
I mean, I did for a few of them, but some of them I don't think it'll work. Like the longer names, it's just fucking impossible. We're still trying to figure out if we want to put the name as the name of the episodes on the videos.
I still think like, what was it? Just Animaybe number colon title.
See, the problem with title is that the title becomes like a big thing at the end.
That's true.
I almost feel like we should just say what the genre card was.
Okay, yeah, they're the genre combo, yeah.
Yeah. Because then it's a mystery.
I say I think that doesn't show our hand too much then.
No, that doesn't show our dirty cyborg sex hands.
Doesn't show our perverted helper robot hands.
Right. I didn't say what he used that tray for. Holds drinks.
Okay. Say, okay, J.K. Rowling.
Fucking J.K. Rowling, can we not? Okay, we did it. That's an episode. Thanks for listening if you stuck around. And like we said before, feel free to leave comments on what we ripped off by accident or what we should have done different. Or
suggestions for different topics to go into our hats. I say the more the merrier. Did my recording stop? Man, Audacity just be fucking up today, huh?
What are we doing to it?
I don't know.
Is the Cyborg Emperor doing this?
I think we may have angered Okasa.
Fucking Okasa. Now I have to decide if I want to make her look like the bad guy from Power Rangers 2.
I think just she's got to have that hat.
Well, that's the only part that you'd carry over, right?
Yeah.
The hat and the dumb look on her face. That's mean.
I say, yeah.
Anyway.
It was a person, man.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Was it?
So yeah, leave us a comment in the descriptions. Not the descriptions, the comment in the comments about things we should put into our hats or things we've ripped off on accident or things we can improve on. We'd love to hear it.
Yeah, because we need your approval.
Please, Dad. Please, I want your approval.
His dad's done. Good night, everybody.
Smell you later.
Dogs and cats and dogs and cats and dogs and cats and dogs and cats and boar, baboon, boar, baboon, boar, baboon, boar, baboon, raccoon, puma, pig, 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 cow, 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 pig, 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 cow, 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 cow. Wow, dude, that's a lot of drool.
Did I really?
Like a lot.
Oh, God.
I was like, did that land on my couch or on your pants?